Hello. Thought I'd do a little video while I'm at work, and because that's when I eat. So I thought I'd do a what I eat in a day video, along with a little bit of you can eat your lunch with me. So I have this. This is the bacon that I made this weekend. So it's 5 slices of bacon. And I had a little triangle of brie, and I cut that into bite sizes. Then I have this would definitely be dirty, not clean carnivore. It is a better or cheddar, I think cheddar bratwurst. So I cut that in because I told y'all I like everything in bite-sized pieces, and so I could stab it. But so I've got this, and this is my ground beef. It's in this container. I'm not going to tilt it any further because it's got the rendered fat in there, so I don't want it to spill. So this is the burger that I made, not this weekend, but I guess 2 weekends ago, because I had it left over. So I microwave it for 4 minutes, and I had already cut it into bite-sized pieces. So I have a fork that I can just stab it for ease, and this is my mask. I keep it hanging right here just so I remember when I go out or something. I grab it and put it on when I leave my office. This is, in case I need it, it's a mixture of the adobo, smoked paprika, and some added salt. I keep in my lunch container, which is, this is what I bring my lunch in every day. So I usually have, this container along with whatever bacon and whatever else. And like I said, and I have this inside that container back and forth. And then my real salt, I keep that here. So this is what I do. Today it is, told you my lunch times vary for when I'm hungry, and it is 10:45 right now, and I'm hungry now. So I'm eating now, and that's just kind of what I do. This is what I will eat. I'll eat all of this, and then I won't be hungry again until tomorrow around this time, 12, 1. I never know what time I'm going to get hungry. I just eat when I'm hungry. And yeah, this is what I do Monday through Friday. So the fun stuff like the chicken, I do that on Saturday or Sunday. And yeah, so this is what I do. This is what I eat at lunch. And because I have terrible sinuses, I have to blow my nose, and I'm not going to let you watch. Hang on. Now, full disclosure, because I'm upfront and honest with you guys, and I tell you what I do and don't do, how I feel and don't feel. Something I have added. When did I add it? I think 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago, I added some olives. I don't know why, but I've been craving them. So I brought 7 olives. They're this size. So if you'd like to call the carnivore police, you can. But this is what I bring my bacon and my brat and my cheese in, and also has the olives and something else I brought, a pickle spear. You know, my body or my mouth, my body, whatever, is craving some salty things, and so I took one pickle spear. Let me turn it this way, maybe this way. I took one pickle spear and I cut it up, and then I just brought a spoonful of olives. Now, you can call me ketovore, you can call me carnivore, you can call me whatever you would like, but by golly, it's working. And like I said, I've done it the past 2 weeks, but like I said, I believe in full disclosure. I don't want you to think that I have never eaten veggies, because I told you all that, once a month I go out to eat, or even every other month, and I'll have some broccoli. So, I do get some vegetables every now and then. And I wanted you to see, yeah, I'm not fibbing. But luckily, it hasn't caused any problems for me. Now, if I start feeling bad, if I start feeling like I shouldn't, if I start feeling like it's having a negative effect on me, I will stop. But for the moment, I have 5 to 7 olives, and I don't do it. I didn't do it this weekend, I don't think. I had 5 to 7 olives and a pickle spear, and that's what veg I have. On my burger, I did sprinkle some bacon bits. I can't remember if I told you that or not. So there's a bunch of little bacon bits down in here. Sometimes I take the cheese. If I have shredded cheese, I'll spread that over my ground beef and eat that. But now you're officially in the loop. And you can see what I eat in a day. My coffee. I had coffee this morning. And I recently bought like vanilla. I didn't see any sugar or added ingredients. So I bought the Great Value brand vanilla coffee. And I have a Keurig. So I do 8 ounces, and I run it through. And then I raise the lid and close it and run it through again. So I'm not using 2 cups, I'm using 1 cup, but running it through twice. So that way I have more liquid to drink. And then I put, I bought some vanilla, random experiment. And I poked just a little hole at the top with ice pick. And so I put in like 3 drops of vanilla. And I added a little jute of cinnamon. So cinnamon and vanilla, and then heavy cream. I add heavy cream. And I made it yesterday because I wanted to try it cold and see how it worked. And it works fine, but it's too cold outside for me to doing this, so I won't be doing this until summer. But I made it last night, and while it was hot, I added in the vanilla and the cinnamon, and that way I kind of shook it up. And then I put it in the refrigerator. So then this morning, I added the heavy cream. Heavy cream, I don't know, 2 tablespoons maybe? Maybe, I guess that's what it is. So, I usually have that finished by 10. And, kind of depends on how thirsty I am, how busy I am, stuff like that. So, yeah. So, cheers. Like I said, this is that deep fried bacon. It's really good. I'm excited. I will. So I did some research on using the bacon grease. And the smoking point, I think it said, is at 375 or 350. So when I fried my chicken, I had it set on, or the chicken skins, I had it set on 375 at first. So I think that it was so hot that it kind of scalded the oil. So I don't know if this is okay to do or not. I'm not saying you should do it, because if this is a bad thing. I carried it. I pulled the little metal piece out of my deep fryer. I took it outside. I dumped it out in the grass. Not where the dogs are. I don't want them licking that grass and fighting each other just to lick the grass. So I took it out front and way out, and I poured it out by the street. And yeah, so I poured that out, and then I washed out the oil well. And I'm hoping it doesn't draw bugs or animals, but it's away from the house. But anyway, so I poured it out and washed it out, and I won't use it again until I get some lard. I had asked the lady who I buy the cow from, or who I bought that quarter of a cow from. I asked her if she, gets another cow slaughtered, if she'd be willing to save me the suet, because I'd like to make my own tallow after I kind of ruined it with. I think it would be okay if I did like a few slices of bacon in there, but I think I just did too many. And I did watch another video, and it was pretty cool. If you YouTube deep fried bacon. So what he does is he keeps his bacon grease in a bacon grease tin, and then so he's made his bacon and in the past, and he saved up the grease. Well, then what he does when he's done is he pulls all the bacon out, and then pours that grease back into the container, and then lets it harden up. And then he said, and he makes it, next time he makes it, what he did was he took, as a bunch of grease, he scooped it all out and put it in his cast iron skillet and deep fried his bacon grease. And then it cooked and cooked. And then when it was done, he poured it back in the tin. So he reuses it every time, that same bacon grease. And he said he's been using it for several months. I'm like, oh, that's genius. So that's another thing I might try, because I have plenty of cast iron to do it with. And so I think what I'll do is next time, maybe this weekend when I do my bacon, I'll do it in the, I always have to kind of think things through. And I may change my mind by this weekend. But I think I'll do the bacon in those pans, those big sheet cake pans, and then pour that grease out into something, and then the next weekend I'll use that bacon grease to fry the bacon in. So, something fun and random to try. I know I do well with eating bacon. So I know I'm going to be making bacon. But it is so, like, these pieces of bacon are so consistent. There's no burnt anywhere. It's all even. And I like that. And when you fry bacon, like pan fry, or when you bake bacon, it curls up. I mean, like this. But then the edges that are kinked up are not getting the same amount of heat as everything else. And so some areas are less done than other areas. But boy, this deep fried, it is all the same all the way around. So I definitely want to make sure I do it again because I like it. But I didn't really like what happened to my oil in the oil fryer, in the deep fryer. So lesson learned. Well, tell you what, we've eaten about 16 minutes together. Well, almost 17. So I'm going to finish eating and I'll come back and I'll show you what I have left. Usually I have a couple bites of some of the ground beef left and I'll take it home and give it to the dogs. They love when I come home. So one of these days I'll show you how wild they are when I come through the through the back door. Because they know it's eating time. So, anyway, I'll come back to you when I'm done eating and show you what I have left. I'm done, and it is about 11:30. So, I usually get done eating about 30 minutes. This is what I have left. I always break things down into 4 bites. The numbers of 4. So this is 8 bites, and then all the dogs. So with 4 dogs, they'll each get a bite, and then I have, they'll probably all get a bite of the leftover bacon bits. So that is what I do. So you have officially seen what I eat in a day today. So excuse me. Now I'll put all this back in my little lunchy box. And I won't get hungry again until tomorrow. Probably around 11:30. Like I said, I never know. Just when I get hungry, I will go eat. And that's how I'll handle that. I'm fortunate because I work in an office. So I can go to eat when I'm hungry. And yeah. Usually I sit in here and I eat and then mess around with online articles or YouTube videos or whatever for lunchtime. But thought today I'd bring you along. So that's what I'm eating these days. That was my lunch. Or my OMAD, whatever you want to say. And yeah. So thanks for coming. And I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see other videos of what I'm doing while I'm doing my carnivore / ketovore.